Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Uncle Dan on the check-in. Jesse Cagg on the check-in. Fan Mio, if you want to connect one-on-one with your favorite artist. Ciroc, a much finer vodka. I'm sorry we have a ghetto background. I got thrown out my house. Therefore, I'm in somebody else's home with a white thing behind me and some Ciroc bottles, okay? Soon they'll let me back in the house, and we'll be straight. Donald Trump must go. So I bust out the orange Ciroc for Agent Orange. So the minute I see it go down, I'll toast. Crazy to see. It's crazy to see. I'm watching. You knew Donald wasn't going to go down without a fight. You knew Donald was going to go all out. We got to respect his hustle, his gangster, whatever. But if they recount shit, it's the same shit. And so I'm praying that Biden wins. And so that America can just feel good. You know, I know it's more taxes. I know whatever. I just want us to feel good. I want to embrace our white supremacist brothers and give them a hug and play some football or soccer together. And let's end this motherfucker. All this hatred, all this bullshit. Let's end it. Tonight we got a big show. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been watching this shit, so I ain't prepared like I'm supposed to. But I got one of the most serious men of integrity coming up on this show. Stand-up guy. A Don of Dons. And why wouldn't you believe me? Because every night I got the biggest motherfuckers on here. This ain't no bullshit. What you want me to tell you? This is 8 months straight. Why would I lie? Why do you think I'm lying? Shout out Busta Rhymes. His album is out. An incredible real hip-hop classic. Shout out to Ghazi. Yesterday bumped into some great friends. Big U from LA hung out with us and Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard. He got that West Coast season coming, which is phenomenal. Erica was good. My girl Erica Ford, man. Yeah, Erica, you do so much work in the street. Maybe this tension and this divisiveness, maybe we can have a new day. We just want to know what regular life is. And we want somebody to look after us and not act like COVID ain't real. Because it really is. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all all voted. It's too late now. Oh no, Erica Ford is this one of the biggest stand-ups. I see you, Natina. What's up, Natina? Blues Brothers. Blues Brothers, my autistic parent in parenthood. Shout out to all the parents that have kids with autism. God bless. Just before the big guest comes on, I got my man, friend to the show,
Joe.
Yo, Kenny Sway.
What's up, man?
Hit us with a joint, Kenny Sway, because I got a big boy coming on right after you, and I can't lose this guy.
All right, that's a bet.
Interview him for a long time.
All right, cool.
Shout out actress, beautiful woman, Rosario Dawson on the check-in. Rosario Dawson on the check-in.
Oh.
Shout out my mother on the check-in, cousin Miriam.
Here we go, right here, Joe.
Vodka. Rest in peace, Joe Montana.
When that's not possible, tell me, can you weather the storm? Cause I need somebody who will
You was
stand by me through the good times and the bad times. You will always be right there. Sunny days, everybody loves them. Tell me,
come
baby,
on, baby.
can you stand the rain? Storms will come.
No, I
This we
know.
know for sure. This we know for sure. Can you stand the rain? Love unconditional. I'm not asking just for you. Girl, I can make it last. I do whatever needs to be done.
Uh,
But I need somebody who will stand by me. When it's touching, she won't run. She will always be right there for me. Can you stand around? Just we know for sure. Tell me, baby.
no pressure. No pressure. Kenny Sway, a motherfucking man. Yo, Sway, thank you for blessing our people at a time we need some love in our life. We need some good times. Thank you. We're watching this election. This is crazy.
Yeah, man.
But my brother, thank you so much, Kenny Sway, because I got a big guest right after you, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Love you, man.
Love you too, my brother, Kenny Sway, man. The man, not the myth. Be clear, he's a GOAT. He may not be the most famous singer you know, but I'll tell you one thing. He's a GOAT. Let me see. Oh yeah, my brother ain't here yet. He ain't here yet. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. The man, not the myth. J Prince, the living legend. J Prince, how you doing, my brother?
Hey man, I'm blessed. How you doing, bro?
Man, I gotta tell you something, J Prince. I've been looking to get up with you for a long time on my show. I've been fucked up over this election. I don't know if you've been watching it, but it's one of them days, J Prince, when you
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
an historic day. Maybe
yeah.
that's
Nah,
why you on my show. They might announce the next president, and J Prince was on live with me.
yeah. No, sound like a plan. Sound
My
like a
brother,
plan.
let me tell you something, man. You look amazing. You've been around a long time, J Prince. For those who don't know, J Prince is the king of Texas. Single, no more, no less. Man of men, stand up, respectful. I don't know what else to tell you,
Hey
right?
man, I appreciate the intro, man.
Nah, but you deserve it, bro. Like on another level. That's real shit.
Um,
Let me ask you a first thing I would ask you, and we shooting this shit, Jay. So let's just shoot the shit.
yeah,
How's Scarface, our brother, doing?
man. Face is doing good, man. He was playing golf today with the homie Phil Ivey. You know, Phil Ivey is
Oh
Tiger
yeah,
Woods
nice. You was
poker,
the
right?
Chris Scotty, Phil Ivey, the normal culprits, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So he was explaining to me. You know, I told him, I say, hey man, I'm about to do an interview with the homie Fat Joe. He said, "Man, plug me in if y'all need to or whatnot." You know what I mean?
I love Scarface, man. You know, the minute he posted the thing that he needed a kidney or something,
Yeah,
I reposted it fast. I told T.I., yo, if they need me for anything, 1,000,000%. Because, you know, we got to hold each other down no matter what. You know
real
what I'm
talk.
saying?
Yeah,
South Texas, New York, whatever. We all black and brown people. We done did this in this industry together.
yeah,
Scarface, the guy who broke in the doors, you know what I'm saying, for the South. To me,
yeah.
the first South guys I ever listened to was the Ghetto Boys.
Right.
And for me, it was special because I was on the block, I was hustling, um, and my best friend who's not here no more, he got killed in Montana.
Yeah,
Had he had the Wrangler Jeep with the craziest sound system, and he's coming down the block. He stops the car in
yeah,
the middle of the block and runs to me. Yo, come here, come here, like he has some breaking news. He had to tell me some shit. He's my best friend ever.
yeah,
And when I come, he grabs me and pulls me to the car and press play. He played my mind's playing tricks on me.
yeah,
And me and him start dancing. Doom, 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 doom. We start dancing around the car, middle of the street. My mind playing tricks on me. It's an ill moment in my life. Uh, Tell me about Rap a Lot, how you started it, what gave you the vision of being a boss, independent. Um, what motivated you to get involved with the music business?
yeah. You know, for some reason, I remember that name, Tony Montana, man. You know, that name like
You know, it was
rings some bells
Scarface,
for
but
some
you know,
reason.
my brother had it in the streets like that.
Yeah, you know, I remember that name like a little deeper than, you know what I mean, what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like remembering though. But
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I got his name tatted on my arm and all that. That's the only tattoo I got. Memory of Tony.
Right, right.
Yeah, he was like that in the streets, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, when you're in the streets, you paranoid. You don't know if your own friend gonna kill you. You don't know if the feds gonna knock you. You know, that song
Yeah.
was like a dream come
What,
true for
what
paranoid.
what a life. What a life. You know what I mean?
What a life, right?
Yeah, yeah,
They
what a
think
life.
it's easy.
Yeah. But my
When you
journey,
came in the
man, you
game,
know, my journey, Joe, you know, my brother, man, his name was Sir Rap a Lot. And he was a rapper. You know, he used to rap in my ear all day while I was hustling. And, you know, I kind of got tired in rapping in my ear. I'm like, man, why don't you let me support you, you know what I mean, with what you love to do, because you rapping in my ear all day, every day. And I didn't want to lose my brother to the streets. You know, I had enough sense to realize that he wasn't like built for street activity. So, you know, in my mind, I'm like, I support you in your dream, and that's kind of how it all begun. You know, from Sir Rap a Lot, and it just so happens, you know, I don't like the way the story ends where he was concerned because, you know, I tell everybody he had been scarred by guys prior to dealing with me, so he really didn't believe that it was possible once he had got my attention to, you know, to get behind him. And he went got him like 20 some years, man. He done like 22 years in the penitentiary, got out, and, you know, now he been gone another 8 or 10 years again. So, you know, that's his story. Mine was a different story. You know, after I had opportunity to peep the game, you know, I realized in my mind at the time before it was like really proper, I mean really popular, I'm like, oh, this is the next dope game. You know what I mean? I just looked at it that way. I'm like, this is the exit. It just happened to be this is legal. You know what I mean? So it got my attention because I always wanted to be a millionaire. You know what I mean? And I wanted to be a millionaire outside of the streets. So I realized real quickly that this is $1 million playing field. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna play ball on this playing field.
you know what happened to me, man. You know, same thing. I was in the streets heavy, 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 and and it sounded like a Rocky Balboa movie or Cinderella, but everybody was getting knocked up with the RICO law, and I said, you know what, I got to do this music, and I went to the Apollo Theater, and all my guys who I was with, they're literally still doing life now, but I went and I started rapping. Shout out, rest in peace, Chris Lighty. I just saw his daughter Tiffany. He discovered me, and I just went straight. I just never looked back. It's like a movie. It's hard to believe, but you know, I just left the shit alone. Like, and all my brothers were still Lamborghini'd out, still popping 30,000 of bottles and everything. Joe, you bugging out. You trying to do that rap shit? They laughing at me, and that's what saved me. So I started doing the music. And just like you, I realized this is my way out. There ain't no looking back.
Yeah.
You know, my guys got knocked with the crazy indictment. They locked my brother up, took everything, right?
Yeah.
So I had to make it in this music shit.
Yeah.
But I was always, like you, an entrepreneur. So even though I'm trying to come in as a rapper, I was always looking to own my own shit. Always looking to put other brothers and sisters on and take our shit another level and be a boss.
Right.
You know, and everybody's not a leader.
Yeah.
You know, and I know you coming from the streets and being such a real guy, you was under so much scrutiny. You know, it's the gift and the curse. Yo, go to Texas, you better call J Prince. He's the realest motherfucker out there. At the same time, they're telling the feds, you go to Texas, nigga, they better call J Prince. You hot as hell.
That's true.
And so I know you had some run-ins with the law.
Yeah.
But they didn't understand a young black brother getting that type of money and having that type of power. Yeah. So what are some of the things that came with the success that you had to deal with that most people wouldn't know?
Yeah. Well, I give them a little more credit than a lot of people give them. I think they knew who I was and who I was becoming before I totally knew. You know what I mean? They understood that my mind was dangerous, and they was conspiring to destroy, you know, my mind, my thoughts before they came to full brutality. You know what I mean? They knew. They like, this is a dangerous nigga. He know how to think above and beyond most. You know what I mean? And these kind, before they plant seeds and inspiring others to become, you know what I mean, like-minded, then let's kill it. So, you know, I believe with all my heart, their objective was to kill me because they put a hitman on me that had from 8 to 10 bodies. You know what I mean? So that's a track record to
So they deliberately caused the beef between you and a motherfucking a dangerous motherfucker is what you saying?
Well, I don't know if you call it a beef, but they hired him, a special guy, to put on me. You know what I mean? To put an end to me. You know what I mean? That was his job. So he wasn't successful at his job, but that was his job.
You know, Jay, I never trust nobody, and fuck it, we two of the realest alive. Let's keep it a buck, right? And we've been playing this shit out right. So, I never talked like this before, but you know, with me, they're really mad I got away, and all my brothers got locked up, and once they got into shaking up the suckers around the hood and all that, they realized, holy shit. This motherfucker was knee deep in the shit, and he got away, and he rapping. And when they figure out I'm rapping, I'm getting more and more famous and getting bigger and bigger. So it's almost like Moby Dick. So they had, to say a hard on is an understatement, right? And so, you know and I know, and a lot of people, if y'all want to soak up game, a major way for them to catch you is you talking reckless on the phone.
Oh yeah.
Or you talking to people you might trust.
Yeah.
Right? And so with me, around the time all my guys got locked up and I knew they was trying to get me, they sent people to make me, to pretty much entrap me. So one time, there's this guy, he's getting all the money in the world. This is crazy. I never said this before, but fuck it, J Prince. Me and you, we're going to do a legendary one for the people, right?
Let's do
So
it.
I go, so they give me, I don't know this guy, but I know this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how you got the guy with the 8 murders?
Yeah.
This guy getting all the money, he killing everybody. You know, if you're not paranoid like me, you know, you would trust this. This the guy you would trust. He's knee deep in all the bullshit. You know, they get money, they smoking shit. So he says, yo, I want to speak to Joe. So I go speak to the guy. He says, listen, all the drugs and money, hide it. The feds are watching you. All the drugs and guns, hide it. I said, what drugs and guns? I'm a rapper. But I was honestly, I was always paranoid, but I was naive. I was like, yo, bro, like, and then I think he's helping me. He's like, no, the drugs, the guns, hide them. You know your man such and such, make sure they don't this. And he's telling me all this shit, right? But I don't trust nobody anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling them, you know, the truth. I rap. You know, I don't know what you're talking about, drugs and guns. I don't got nothing to do with that. But I never thought nothing. So I leave. I wind up telling my people, I'm like, yo, man, that's a real nigga, man. Like, he really tried to look out for me. He heard I was hot. He came to talk to me. Bro, the next day, and I'm going to let people know who it is in the Bronx. The next day, it's like Thanksgiving or some shit. They throw this, like, big football game in the Bronx, Castle Hill. The guy gets killed at the football game.
Yeah.
They put him in the Daily News, the paper, as whoever killed him is going to jail for killing a cop. Like, he was so much snitching that they called him a federal officer. And these are the type of motherfuckers they said at me to see that. Suppose I was dumb. Suppose I had diarrhea of the mouth. And I was like, oh, the guns and drugs, not a problem. Oh, shit, do they know about I killed such and such? You know, because motherfucker want to impress people, run their mouth and fucking jam yourself up.
Yeah.
You know, and they threw a couple of other so-called real ones to come talk to me about shit that made no sense to me. You understand what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo, I'm good. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I rap, but, you know, they'll line you up with the unbelievable one.
Oh,
like,
no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And just to make things clear, this guy that I'm saying had these 8 bodies or so was a DEA agent. You know what I mean? You know, it was a couple of them. You know, road cops, Schumacher and Chad Scott. Now the guy, Chad Scott, recently just got busted for, you know, jacking drug dealers and doing some of everything. This is like over a decade and some later after I put the spotlight on it. They was trying to kill me. Now, a decade later, you know, they just discovered who they really was and what they was doing out there in the street. So, you know, I understand where you coming from. A lot of guys have diarrhea at the mouth.
Oof.
You know, we know what happened when you have diarrhea at the mouth. You're not here to talk about it.
You're not here to talk about it. Sometimes, you know, because, you know, my reputation, you know, sometimes I go shopping in the department store in New York. Young boy want to front for me, get on the phone. Yeah, I need them 30 keys. I need this. I don't know these people. Like, they just talk. I got to grab them and say, bro, you going to jail, like, really fast. Like, I don't know if you know that you talking on it. Your ass is done. If you really doing that, you're done. Like,
Yeah.
and another form that I be trying to tell people, I said, listen, bro, you get on Instagram, put it like this. Our friend, Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner, I don't know if you've seen, they had a clip on social media. God bless him, in front of the judge, trying to tell the judge, I don't know what the case was about, but he was telling the judge, yo, I'm broke, I got no money. The judge tells him, where's all the money you flashing on Instagram? Where you get that shit from? This is the judge in a real case.
Yeah.
Telling him, yo, where's the fucking money you got on Instagram?
Yeah.
And so these people want to impress people, and they take all this money and they putting all this shit on Instagram, and these motherfuckers never had a summer youth job in their life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you know, like we're dealing with a election right now, right? And so I'm gonna say it this way: if they keep campaigning, they're gonna get elected. You know what I mean? If your ass keep campaigning for whatever it is you're campaigning for, you know, the feds are watching. They're gonna elect your ass, and it's just a matter of time before you have to stand before the majesty.
Listen, man, we try to deter people. We try to keep them positive. That's why we tell their stories. We want no smoke with them, but it's just the truth. And maybe somebody needs to hear this out there. That's why we talk about shit like this. Pimp C. Shout out Bun B.
Yeah.
Pimp C. Tell me about Pimp C.
Pimp C was a homie, a real unique, you know, creative individual, as you already know. You know what I mean? I love him with all of my heart. And, you know, he reminded me of a Southern Tupac, right? He,
Mm.
you know, every time I think about him, I think about, you know, the visits he and I had when he was locked up, and the different goals and plans that we made, uh, you know, upon his arrival or coming home. And one of the main subject matters was to not get in bondage with, you know, that drug thing. You know what I mean? Because, you know, Pimp was a real individual. Like he didn't fake and bullshit about things that may have caused him to be where he was. And it was important in our conversations we had to not allow that to ever be a crutch where he was concerned anymore. And that particular thing that we talked about, he kept his word. That wasn't a crutch. You know what I mean? And that was powder. I don't believe to this day that he ever broke his word to me, whatever was concerned. Now, I don't like the ending, and everybody that loved Pimp didn't like the ending of what took place and how he left. But ain't much we can do about it. You know what I mean? We have to accept the things we can't change what we can, and have the wisdom to know the difference. And it's interesting, I'm talking about Pimp right now, because Bun just stepped in here, right?
Nah, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yo, Bun. Yo, don't be sneaking up on me, man.
You know how I move.
What's up, baby?
You know how I move.
You know I'm over here trying to ear hustle J Prince about Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? And we
You
talking
talking
that
to the
shit.
right
You
one.
walk in.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's how
Bun,
that
what's
works.
up with you? You good?
I'm good, man. You know, I'm in the company of legends right now, so I'm good.
Come on, you a legend too. You crazy? Like, come on, bro. Don't do that to me, man. Don't be making us out like that, man.
Come on,
Yo,
Joe.
what,
Come
what
on.
what you think? Biden gonna win or Trump, man? Like, it's shit crazy right now.
It's wild, man, because I feel like no matter who wins, the damage is done to this country. You know what I'm saying? They already put us in a crazy place. It's weird because, you know, people used to get like in Texas. We don't all get along, but at least at the store, somebody will hold the door open for you if you're about to walk in.
Mm.
We lost that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just basic thesis.
Mm.
We get it back though. We get it back.
Yeah, I think we really need Biden to win, and we really need to just. I mean, like I told him today, just now when I started it, I'm ready to hug some white supremacists, man, to tell them, listen, bro, it's over. Let's get back to unity in this fucking country. Let's just come on, man. Let's leave this shit alone. Let's just move on. And I think that's the only way we're gonna try to heal the damage that's been done these last 4 years morally to this country. You know, and in our lifetime, we read about the shit in the
Right.
60s and shit like that, but we ain't never see it's an election. They boarding up all the stores, all the malls, you know, motherfucker running down. That's Texas too. Yeah, them motherfuckers in Texas crazy. They running down on the Biden bus in them trucks. You know the trucks got guns. Big fucking guns. It's Texas.
Yeah, we all got guns though, so we'll be
Everybody
the one
got
to
a gun
cover
in
ground, but
Texas.
it's wild right now.
That shit crazy, man. Yo, Bun, I love you, Bun B. Man, I love that you came on here, but you know, I'm kicking it with that J Prince. You know,
I'm about to get
let me
out of
ask
the way.
you something. Let me ask you something, Bun. What how would you describe J Prince? You growing up in Texas, him being the king, him being the leader. Define J Prince to us right now on this Instagram Live.
J Prince is the blueprint. The blueprint for how to move in the streets. He's the blueprint to how to move in the music industry. The blueprint to how to move as a businessman and as a man in general. We all take our leads from Jay. You don't have to be a musician to take your cues from what J Prince done in this city. You don't have to be a musician. You don't have to make beats. None of that shit. No matter what it is you're trying to do, J Prince, you can look at J Prince's life and find a way to make it happen. And that's real. There's a lot of people in Houston that owe their success to J Prince, and they all don't make music.
Yeah, that's what it's about. I was saying it just yesterday. I love that I could go to my people house, all my friends, and they live in mansions, and you know, I introduced them to the game. And now everybody rich, everybody living good. I come visit my man. His fucking windows is to the sky with fucking white curtains. They're on water and shit like that. And I'm like, I feel great to see their success, but also to know we started them, or at least inspired them to become like this. You know? J Prince.
It's on you, Bo.
Oh, yeah.
So you the J Prince. And you give a lot of weight. You put a lot of weight on the shoulders of your son, J Prince Jr. And how do you feel about your son coming up in your footsteps after you put in all this work? And you know, you're a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now, do you feel your son has to be a certain way as well?
Well, I have 4 sons. You know what I mean? I have more than one. I have 4 sons, and you know, my objective, where all of them was concerned, is to pour all the wisdom I had in them, and whatever choice they decided to make, you know, where life was concerned, you know, I'm like 100% behind the decisions that they, you know, they make and who they want to become. So I don't have like no certain demands on them to, you know, to do become anything that I want them to become. But it's important to me, you know what I mean, to be there for them as a father and a support system to just be supportive and inspirational, man. If they want to be a garbage truck driver, You know what I mean? You know, that's important to me. But respect is a big thing where our family is concerned. You know what I mean? And I heard Bun speak about opening the door and losing. You know what I mean? That type of thing. That's big for individuals like us in Texas. You know what I mean? We call it Southern hospitality. So to stick to the script, you know what I mean? To stick to the script where my boys are concerned, uh, I'm with them, man. I'm behind them 1,000%, and I'm proud of all of them.
Beautiful. Let me ask you something. Was it your son? Your son is the guy who discovered Drake. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. Jazz Prince. Uh, he was the son that discovered Drake and brought him to me. You know what I mean? To him. And well, let me tell this story for those. I've told it so many times, you know. But you know, he was on tour with Lil Wayne, right? Because of course, you know, we all have a relationship, and he was touring with Lil Wayne, and I called him up one day. I'm like, Jazz, I don't want you coming home broke, and you know what I mean, not focusing out there on that road on bigger business. You know what I mean? I never been the type to have access to power and don't leave with some of it. So I
Mm.
want to like explain that to him, and I say I want you to go to Lil Wayne and let him know you want to start a record label. You know what I mean? 50-50. And he was excited about that and went to Lil Wayne and told him, hey, man, you know, I want to start a record label with you. Can we do a joint venture together? Shortly after, he called me excited because Lil Wayne embraced, you know, the invitation. And that's when I asked him, I said, who your first artist? And that's when he mentioned Drake to me. And that's when he played Drake for me. And that's when I tried to get him to play something else for me. I'm like, wait a minute, you like this shit right here? I'm like, you know what I mean? It was over my head, right, Joe? And, you know, I got to be man enough to tell the truth, man.
Uh
You know,
huh.
Drake was
Uh-huh.
harmonizing and shit. And I wasn't, you know, I was used to that gangster shit, and I wasn't really, you know, to harmonize. I'm like, wait a minute, man. I tried to discourage him, right? But he was strong enough to stand on his own too, and he was like, "This the new sound, man. It's the new sound. I need you to ride with me on this one, right?" So I'm like, well, "Where this kid from?" You know what I mean? He said he's buzzing. He's buzzing in Canada. And all his life, I taught him the importance of a buzz. What you drinking, Joe?
I'm drinking Ciroc and I'm drinking some motherfucking Diet Pepsi too.
Had
I'm
they
all
send
over
you,
the place with it.
Joe? Had they send you my new drink, Loyalty?
Man, I ain't get it yet. I want to drink some loyalty bad.
Goddamn, you've been representing all your life, so it ain't gonna do nothing but compliment your thirst. You know what I mean? But back to the script, though. Back to the script. Uh, yeah. So you know, I called down in Canada because I wanted to confirm that the buzz was real. You know, after he told me it was buzzing, he really got my attention. You know, because that's all they ever search for in the marketing meetings around the world every week. What's buzzing in Chicago? What's buzzing? You know, with all my street team members around the world, I want to know what was the buzz. So he spoke my language when he said he buzzing, and I called a homie in Canada. He said he really buzzing, and that's when we decided to fly him in, hook him up with Wayne, and I told him, I say, take him back out on tour with y'all and make sure Wayne put his arms around him on the stage. The rest was history.
My brother, let me ask you, and that's I mean, anything of Drake. Drake might be the biggest artist of all time.
Yeah,
So any money coming from Drake, it's pretty it's a pretty thing.
yeah, I agree.
Yo, Jay, let me ask you something. Like last night, because I just feel like asking you this, and talking to you is like You know, you got your own style, you got your Texas style, but it's almost like staring in the mirror, right? And last night I had dinner with one of our brothers, Big U from
Big U?
late Big U was with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um and so but Big U, me and you, we getting older, right?
Y'all getting older, huh?
Oh yeah, we getting older. All right. You want to get older? All right. Yeah, check. We getting older, right?
Yeah, that's legal.
And we've been no nonsense type of guys. If you fuck with us, we're gonna give it to you. Um, at what point we gotta stop, or is to the day we die, we're gonna have to be some tough motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm asking you the question, Jay, because I
Well,
haven't had the
well,
answer.
you know, I don't purposely try and be tough. Uh, I consider myself the type of brother. I believe in giving a man what he asks for. You know what I mean? If it's love, you know, he can have it. But by the same token, sometimes we may find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with the opposite of love.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, me speaking for me, I can be 100, right? And I love me to the extent where, you know, I'm gonna do all I can to protect me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way. You know what I mean? But you know, it's a difference in you know, being a gorilla versus you know, being a humble, law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, yeah. It's a big difference. But my what I'm trying to explain to you, Jay,
Mm-hmm.
is if you ask for it, we give it to you. In the bathroom, wherever the fuck, on site, it's a zero tolerance rule. And I still live by that. I'm the most peaceful guy in the world. I love everybody. I show love.
Yeah.
And that's how I've always been since I'm 14 or whatever.
Right.
And
Right.
it still feels like, am I gonna be 60 years old and one day somebody's gonna say some shit to me and I'm gonna have to whip on him or he's
No.
gonna
No.
have to press his luck and that
No. No.
this
No. No, Joe, you can't do that. You would be putting yourself in a position at a disadvantage. You have to allow wisdom to take the lead. You know what I mean? And when you allow wisdom to take the lead, it may not be you to deliver the message, but it's important that you be respected because you earned that right, right? You earned the right, and you're a man, and you're gonna die a man. And I wouldn't wish anything less than you being a man all the way to the end. But
mm-hmm.
it's important to embrace wisdom and know how to execute it. You know what I mean? To be able to talk about it like we're doing right now. And I know you have been doing a good job at that, or we couldn't have this conversation. But it continually evolve. You know, ain't no end to it. You know what I
Yeah, it
mean?
is. It is. You know, it's crazy, J Prince, right? Because the first time I met Scarface, I brought him to the Bronx and I showed him our projects. And you know, our shit is they got us all on top. And I remember Scarface like, y'all living here? He said, they got all y'all motherfuckers on top of each other. He
Yeah.
said, he said, and we went strip club, ghetto ass strip club. And I remember that was the first time Scarface heard Biggie say, not from Houston, but I rap a lot.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I like that guy, Biggie Smalls. I like Notorious B.I.G. And Texas in hip hop, definitely as far as the independent game, when you guys really put your foot in the game and have delivered some of the greatest artists of all time out of Texas.
Yeah.
And why is that? Because the shit seemed to skip states, right? It
Yeah.
like, not everywhere. No, it does though, right? Without calling states,
Oh
you would
man.
think
Yeah.
like, damn,
Oh
why they never
man.
had one hot guy
I
blow
never
at
heard it
this?
said
So,
that real. You know what I mean? No. You absolutely. It's a true thing, Joe. I mean, it's a true thing that the way you expressed it. Uh, but if the truth be told, down here in Texas, we really the one that blazed the trail where that shit was concerned, and a lot of it has to do with the. Speaking of me, the mentality that I had from being groomed so in the street until I came into the game in a state of mind where I was already paid and I had a lot of practice, right? I had a lot of practice and a lot of the lingo that the independents at the time was speaking to me. They didn't have more money than me, right? I was, you know, I became a millionaire twice. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? If you know what I mean. So,
mm-hmm.
so when they was talking to me, they were talking to a paid individual, and I wasn't in the mood to like receive anything other than being in demand of everything. I didn't want no production deals. None of that made sense to me. And that's what was like down in New York with Russell and them and the guys. They was production deals. That's the way it was. And I wasn't trying to hear that. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I got the paper to do this, right? So I wanted to and I did create a blueprint where I wanted to be in control. I wanted the whole 100, and I wanted to get a distributor their piece, and we was able to be successful with that, man, and blaze that trail that inspired so many that came after that.
Who you think came after that blueprint with Master P? Tony Draper was after you?
Yeah, Tony Draper, Master P, Cash Money, you know what I mean, Swisher House. It was a many of others. Actually, Luke Skywalker was right there when I was, doing my thing. You know what I mean? Because he and I, we even united on certain things. So to take nothing from Luke, he was there doing his thing as well.
He was making his own fucking records. Like he had his own like printing plan.
No,
Uh,
real talk. Yeah, no, he was there live and in living color. You know what I
oh
mean?
no,
Doing his
for
thing.
real. I remember I used to look at Luke when I was coming in the game like a mythical figure. Like I would like come down to Miami, see him wilding, see him and just knew that he had the shit down packed like a science. Shout out to Tone Draper.
Yeah,
Uh, he one of the guys taught me how to be a boss. Like,
yeah,
when he did his deal with Sony, he used to come to New York a lot. Shout out Rich Kid. And I used to sit down with him
yeah,
a lot and soak up game. And he'd be like, yo, y'all got it wrong up here. You need to do it like this and this and that.
yeah.
And he taught me a lot of shit.
Oh, good. I didn't know
Um,
that.
yeah. Tone Draper, he's an excellent guy. Him and Rich Kid.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, my brother, what would you want to be the J Prince legacy? What would you want to leave this world with?
Oh man, that's heavy. Respect is a big thing with me. You know what I mean? I don't know if you had the opportunity to read my book, The Art and Science of Respect, but when I put out things with the name respect and loyalty, that I do that because that's like I bleed that, right? That's in my heart. So when you speak of legacy and words like that, I don't even know how to leave that out. You know what I mean? I can't leave that out because that's that's part of my character. So if one can just remember me as with with that name in the mix, respect and loyalty, I'll be satisfied with that.
And that's that's a good deal. And we ride this shit out to the casket because it ain't too many men that when they die and you walk into their funeral, you look at their casket and you just say, "This was a man. This is a fucking real one,
Yeah,
right?" And I ain't got no problem crying at a funeral.
yeah,
I don't. Like, nah, I don't. One of my
yeah,
homies died, and I love him, and I remember the good times. I cry in that motherfucker. I don't
yeah.
give
Yeah,
no
men cry. Ain't nothing weak about
that
that.
as weakness,
Yeah,
but ain't too many guys you could walk up to the casket and be like, "Yo, this guy he was the real deal,"
yeah,
right? And and so that's what we all dream for. That's what we all want. Well, I know that's what I want for me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But people to come to my funeral and be like, "Yo, this guy was a real one. He wrote it
yeah,
out all the way."
yeah,
Because people, unfortunate people done did 3/4 of their life real and
yeah,
then fucked it all up in the last quarter.
yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Hey man, I
And
tell them, hey Joe, I tell them all the time, man, you can have 99% of the shit right and 1% of that bullshit, and it can contaminate the whole 99 that you done right.
ain't that some bullshit? It's like boxing. You knock out 30 guys in a row. You lose one fight, you ain't it no more in boxing. And that's a fact that uh you could make one mistake. Look, if you get to 3/4 of your life, you ain't supposed to make the mistake. That's it. You don't put yourself in a compromised position. You don't make the mistake. You know better. You know what I'm saying?
Supposed
And,
to.
and yeah, that's how I look at it. Like, you know better.
Yeah,
Let me ask you something. I ask everybody, J Prince, and this would be rest in peace, Bushwick Bill.
yeah, yeah.
Um, who are your top five? Who is J Prince top five favorite rappers of all time?
Oh man, top five, huh? Ghetto Boys, UGK, Tupac, Biggie,
Mm,
and I'm gonna put Jay in there, Jay Z.
there you go. So you got Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, Ghetto Boys, and UGK.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a team, my brother.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a hell of a team. My brother J Prince, thanks for stopping in the show. God bless you. We love you. Stay strong. We here for you all the time.
I appreciate you, Joe, up there in the Bronx. What's up, Bronx?
Peace, my brother. Nothing but
Love,
love, J Prince. God
love,
bless.
bro. Love, bro.
You don't know who I know. You don't know who I know. You don't know I know J Prince. Not for Houston, but I rap a lot. You don't know who I know. This is real fucking talk. That's J Prince. He ain't got a flaw on him. The blueprint started independent, started sending music out the back of his trunk. You don't know who the fuck I know. So we don't know who's our president. Shout out Bun B for coming on. We do not know who's our president. Yeah, that's hard. Somebody said no stains on your jacket. That's very, very hard to live your life and be in this industry where everybody feel like they gotta run through a motherfucker to get somewhere and you ain't got no stains on your jacket. That's impossible. That's why we give those guys their flowers while they're here. J Prince then went against the feds and beat him, which is the 99 to 1% odds that you won't win. It's an honorable man, man. And so the big show becomes even bigger. And we won't stop bringing you the biggest and realest in the game. I told you guys, 8 months in a row, you do not know who's coming tomorrow. Oh, baby. Friday night. I see you, Hitmaker. Oh, baby. The biggest show I have ever done on here. Friday night is fucking on. I want to say it right. Tomorrow night, Jamil Hill. We'll start off the show with Jamil Hill, sportscaster, real chick, down for the culture. Hopefully we got a president by then. And right after that, stylists, trendsetters. Tomorrow night we doubling up. We got 5,001 flavors, Guy and Groovy Lou. These guys have done the shiny suits for Mace and Did and Puffy, the Big Pun, DJ Khaled clothes, Fat Joe clothes. They've done every fucking outfit you ever, the leather suit that Nas wore in Belly. And we're going to talk about iconic looks in fashion. Black-owned fashion. Fashion to the stars. Jamil Hill, 5,001. I will not tell you who Friday night's guest is. What I will tell you is those numbers you see up there will be at 20K. Those numbers, which I am proud of, and I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for watching daily. But those numbers will be at 20K Friday night. And how many times I got to keep showing you that we the fucking biggest in the game? And they hate me. Why wouldn't every journalist? Sure, people interview J Prince. Sure, people, but they ain't talk that real shit like us. They ain't talk that boss shit like us. Because we from the street certified for real. This is as authentic as it gets. Tomorrow night, Jamil Hill, Fashion to the Stars. Friday night, I can't tell you who it is. Because Instagram will fucking zap my shit. But it will be the biggest show I ever had. The biggest show you ever had. Because you're looking at the shit, you at your job, you at your crib, you whatever. This shit TV already. Don't lie to yourself. 8 o'clock at night, you don't know who Fat Joe bringing on. And every night he bring the bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger fucking guests. And he ain't scared of shit. And he talks so much shit. And you see my shit I did about the election to Trump. And the Latinos here in Miami still went and fucking voted for Trump. I tried the best I could, pour my heart out to tell you why Latinos shouldn't vote for him. They still fucking voted for him. But I'm praying that my guy Joe Biden wins. The other Joe. My guy. Hey, guys, you know how Obama says it? Come on, you know we know Joe. Yo, listen. Happy birthday to my brother and business partner, P. Diddy runs the city. Give me a P. Diddy on your... Give me a... So we can end the show. Maybe you do the one with Mason. When you want to. Come when you want to. You know, Mason P. Diddy. Like, I need that motherfucking P. Diddy. We got to end this. Yo, Puff, thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for giving us Biggie. Thank you for working on Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. Thank you for working with Teddy Riley. Thank you for inventing the word black excellence. Thank you, Puffy, for showing us how to be fly and wear clothes. Thank you, Puffy, for showing us how to brand and do liquors and do clothing brands. Happy birthday, Puff. Revolt TV, thank you for having the black-owned network. Thank you, Puff Daddy. We are not haters, baby. We do not hate, baby. Happy birthday, Sean P. Diddy Cole. Person Keiko. Sean P. Diddy Cole. That love to replace you. Ah! Come on. Come on. You know how that nigga Puff be doing that? You know Puff be doing that shit, right? Ah! Okay. Hey. Woo! I can't find my baby. Hey, butter, what's good? What? Jesse Keg, what's good? Erica Kane, what's good? Oh, here's the baby. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. The biggest show in the game. Put God first. Trust in God. Maybe they'll let me back in my house and I'll have the nice background with the flowers and roses. Peace, y'all. Joe Crack the Dawn.